I could feel the commitment into the whole thing, and then that's why I always ask, how about Mr. X, I mean, I never meet him, but it's like I meet him, because every artist that come on your program, he give that honest thing about them, he talk it as he feel it. Then is no like playing to the artist. It was like, look, I'm giving you my honest opinion, and that is how I am. That's how I am too.
Sure.
It doesn't make any sense you try to sugarcoat something and it doing damage to a person. It's best you tell them as it is and hope that they realize that it's for their own interest. Yeah.
And he's very humble. I mean, this guy have a big hit in St. Lucia. He's a well-known. He's a household name.
Right.
There's no way. There's no place where this guy will go. Where there's a show. And a DJ playing, and he won't play one of his tracks. He won't bring.
Correct. That's the same thing back home with me. That's the same question home with me, man. The same question, because I deal with grassroots. The place you could find me, you find me among the grassroots, because most of the time that's where I get my influence, my ideas from. And then you have to know that the man on the street play a great part in your own development. Some people doesn't see it, but I see it, just sometimes a good hello, hi, how you doing? And a man may just give you a compliment that make you feel so good. It's a lyric, a piece of lyric you just give you, And sometimes one statement take you into a frame of mind where you, I'm going with that, I'm going with that, and then you're going home. The man on the street, and you're going home because your head hot with it.
Yeah.
And a lot of us artists, sometimes we don't pay homage to the people who we pass on the street while we were on our way up.
Yes.
And sometimes we know people who play great part in our journey. And as sometimes we reach a certain way that we forget that, and we forget those people, And I believe that every little hitch or every little next level you reach in a career, somebody was part of that whole. Somebody was part of it, But sometimes we artists get so full of ourselves that we figure that we mustn't give credit. We mustn't give credit to these people. I'm the opposite to that.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite to that.
We have to.
And you see, be the humility. That is something that plays a great part, man. It plays a great part in as to how people see you, how they look at you. There are people who want to talk to you, but because of your own behavior, they're afraid to come close to you. Say, "Hi, Prince, how you doing?" Or Mr. X, "Hey, I love that song." Because of how you start to behave, like you forget where you come from. And these are the things that some of the young artists they lack that kind of a thing. They seem to forget quickly the people who were there for them at the foundation. The few people who will say, "Man, go give up, man. I like your voice. Don't give up. I like you this. I like you that." And those things are what we as artists should hold very dearly to our hearts. Because as we progress, we are influencing another generation of people, And as you had the conversation before, what we selling out in our music, the tongue can be either or,
Right.
But it's which side you choose, which side of the shilling you choose, which side of the message you choose to give out. Sometimes your message have to go through a process before it reaches the right people, and then again, you have to know that you are the mouthpiece. You could be the mouthpiece of your whole nation, and that could come by many ways. But it could come by the songs you put out. It come by even the merchandise that you sell. People say, "I just want to be part of Mr. X. I want to be part of Cashew. I want to be going out in the public and showing me commitment, my love for these people." So all these things comes in. Everything comes into the whole equation. Where this is what's going to make the whole I would call the whole brand. the whole brand come alive, and people would start to gravitate to it because you're showing them a look. This is what we're doing. Some people look at where you just produce songs, but what I'm seeing here is more than that, much more than that, And you'll find that other artists going to start to call Cass Major and want to be part of this whole thing because of what the projection that you have for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So these are something that we have to keep very close to our heart, and knowing that is something good. Is a new vibration. As I said, this is a new phase for me. I mean, I have my fans, I have my all of these things, but with this new thing here now, brother, look at Back It Up. Look at the song Back It Up. As Cash said one time, like at this time travel. Look at what just happened. She back up everybody. And I'm saying, let's do it, come do it.
Yeah,
and she did it.
She
did it. This island girl, so the song reflect not just in the party that way, but it reflect the whole. It's like if I was thinking about she.
Yeah, man.
So all part of the song have a meaning to what we just achieved. What we just achieved in the Caribbean, a brand new gold medal.
Yes, man. And that's what we're going for, We're going for gold,
Yes. Yes. I have a strong feeling that in about the next year, you would be overwhelmed with the kind of not only success but the demands of the things that you're going to put out. That and I'm talking from a point of view where all of us then.
Yes.
It's not a Prince merchandise or Exodus merchandise. It's a whole. It's like a teamwork. Then that's how I see it.
Yeah,
And so when we say I, we leave that aside. It's we. It's we. This is the watchword. We, us, is the one who doing it.
Yeah.
And I know that by that time I got learn a little bit more Creole. Go there, say you want the book.
Is very well this in the.
And another thing that I was thinking, because I'm always thinking about like things that can happen. I'm thinking about where there could be a segment on the program where, apart from having the artists projecting themselves, and so if you can have a segment where people can actually call in,
yes,
and you have a conversation with them about the artist, they know about what is going on. Just another small segment like that. If it's not happening yet,
we're thinking about these things. Mr. X said something to me, and it was like a light bulb moment. He said to me, boy, he visioned that thing. We in a TV station, like his proper thing, news going on, entertainment news. Then you have interviews, our guests and everything like that. And when he tell me that, I said, boom. And one time, I spoke to a friend of mine. He told me, boy, you see that show you're doing there, I think that's something that I could talk to my director about to run that on the network,
Oh.
Well, yeah. So, I would say that's all I would say for now.
Yeah, I know you're working hard on this thing. It's the vision. When you have a vision, you have to be committed to that vision. And sometimes it becomes sometimes at one point within a vision. Yeah. It's like you're on your own because you become the thinking machine. And you feel like you're on your own, but the other people around you, they sometimes they're silently supporting you. Like I reading through what can happen, And once I have an idea of your thinking pattern.
Will.
Yeah. What will happen? It's like I already say, well, look, this man have a vision for us all, and all we need to do is to support that vision, play whatever part we can play, whatever role we have to play, and so at the end of the day, we all will smile, we all will be happy, or we all should be happy, and that's where I think the direction should be.
Yeah, man. And I feel very blessed to be working with the right people
So
because
let me
over the years, you know. Go ahead,
Same
Mr.
here.
X.
let me ask you a question, Sam. So the new style I said I'm coming with next year, you think it's a good idea?
The new style. Yeah, man. I think it will be unique, just as Prince Unique has the name Unique. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
he brings something different, and it's always good to come with to introduce or to be an innovator, come up with something that is different or something new.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is when people will start imitating you and making it even
Yeah.
more popular. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Mr. X.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
man.
we can't be afraid of challenges. We can't be afraid of new challenges,
Yeah.
you know. And as if you have somebody who is headliner in the developing the music, and it's just for the artist now to work harder, to make the job easier for the producer to work with you, and always believe that there's always something new to learn. There's something is like definitely is like in life, there's always something new there to learn,
Yeah,
and
man.
one just has to be prepared to take the opportunity into it because sometimes you miss it and you never get it back.
I want to
Yeah,
play
because
a little
I did my homework and I want to
Hmm.
focus on it, And then I think
Hmm.
you sent me that new compa rhythm that I said, wow, check, look at what some doing me there, guys. So I try to focus on something and then you send me that compa rhythm and I had to work.
well,
I think
I,
Yes,
that's why I tell you I have a
because
I,
surprise for you.
oh man, when you get a rhythm, it just give you a message, it just give you a direction. Go and sit down and do what you have to do. Go and sit down,
yeah.
go at it. The music just compel you. That new Zouk rhythm, it is
Zucchini is good.
so infectious. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Oh, that
and
rhythm is lovely, man.
let me tell you something
Yeah,
what is happening to me. Let me tell you something that is
yeah.
happening to me back home.
I
Back
try to
home,
ignore it, but when I see it, I say, you know what?
you can't.
That's too nice, man. I have to drop something
You
on that. That's too
You
nice,
can't
man.
ignore it. You can't ignore it. You know, and my challenge does be to interpret what this guy who is doing the rhythm, what he have in mind, what he thinking when he doing this. I sit down and I watch Cash put something together. He was playing in the studio and he put in the different parts together, and I'm saying, well, what amazing, you know, as a person who want to work on the rhythm, you have to fall into that kind of a same frame of mind.
Yeah.
You have to see what was this man's intention. You have to visualize it. So when you fall into it, no, it make it easier for you to write. For that is for me, make it
Yeah,
easier when you
yeah, yeah.
when you immerse yourself into the music. You become the person now. Yes, let this thing take over me. Let it take over my body. And then the lyrics. I listen to the special lines when you're doing this song, especially for 16 bars. I listen to the line, the keyboard lines, whatever line. And most of the time, those lines tell me what lyrics I have to sing.
Wow.
Those lines tell me the word, like, parada. I'm hearing that. When I hear that, I'm hearing words instead of, I'm hearing words then. So it becomes easy for me to compose, and that's a challenge, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Well, folks, let's tease you for a little bit because I've heard three of the songs so far. I've
Mm.
heard Prince Unique. I've heard um, Bob Gilbert, who's
Yeah,
Bob,
yeah,
Bob Gilbert, who's
yeah,
a top French artist, and Goziles. I have those three songs now. There's
yeah.
one. There's one mystery artist I'm waiting to hear his. But
Hmm.
let me read him.
Yes. You know,
Yes, folks, let me tell you.
Well,
Zook me. When that come out, oh my goodness.
nah. Mm-mm. Things like that. Whenever you hear a song like that in Trinidad or Tobago, you can ask any artist in Trinidad and Tobago. Whenever you hear that, it goes to one artist.
Wow.
Everybody in Trinidad and Tobago said that is Prince unique. That song is either he singing it or he write it.
Yeah.
You know, and that is the kind of that is what they have about me back home. You know, that I do that kind of music and do it almost perfect. You know, and it's because of the influence. It's because of what you do, what you did before I start to write. Is what you already put down. Is how you look at the whole. I mean, this thing is a musical thing. It comes from deep, you know. You know, when you check out, sometimes you ask yourself, how I managed to come along with this line on the keyboard or this line on the saxophone, and what the way in which you produce the song, it make it easy for me who would have to sing it back home in Trinidad with a live band. You know, the horn, all the horn lines on them. You know, when I take this to my guy to score the music, it is so easy because it's well done. The meters, all the meters, everything, the licks in the keyboard, the brass comes in the right moment.
That's reading bad. That cover reading bad.
That's it. Congratulations, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations. You know,
whenever I going to perform in any show, that will be one of my first songs.
Boy!
All right. Yeah. That will be my first song to perform here.
Yeah. You know, wow. What recently the show that I've just done here, right? I have maybe compa suite, like maybe about the 5th song that I'm gonna do, right? But I'm so anxious to do that song. I wish I do the other songs faster just to get to that song. There's some stuff. Oh boy, I could tell. I come up with the idea but this song have so much impact on me, you know. And I go back to all the interviews I have, and people ask me that question. I could have never come up with the answer. I come up with the answer now, brother.
Wow.
Compa Music Suite.
I'm very excited because you know, when you could feel something in your spirit, you could just feel it. You know, you could feel it. And I just know, because what we're doing now, we're just making the preparation.
Exactly. The
music speaks for itself. Once you see, there's a term they say when music hits you, you feel no pain,
man.
That one go alleviate pain, it go alleviate stress, it alleviate everything.
No stress. Yeah.
I'm really excited.
You know, and you asked Mr. X a question earlier on about, you know, why he never followed the concept of writing certain type of lyrics, you know, like violent lyrics or these kind of lyrics, you know, that could create animosity among people, you know. And the one answer was, that's not me. That's not his style. That's not his style, right? If you go back to way back when I had to write songs to compete with Sparrow and all these people, that was a lyrical song. You have to write 4 verses of lyrical, and lyrics come from Tobago. You better come double time.
Yes, man.
Strong, you know. So from even that time, I was writing more nation building song, you know, song that could like Be a Believer. Be a Believer was a song to inspire myself, and it became a big song down there, you know, to inspire myself. Because when you think about giving up, there must be something that you could hold on to, you know. And while that straw is, while you're drowning, that is the straw that you're holding on to, that you to believe in yourself. And those songs propelled me in terms of that until I started to do soca, right? And when I do soca, I always thinking about happiness. I always thinking about people singing along with me or singing after me, you know. So I used to sing about world things that happen in the world, you know, like a day is coming where this would happen and that is happening and all of that, you know. So my thing was not about creating that kind of a division with people where you have one side for you and the next side for somebody else, and so I was all about happiness and happy music, whether fast or slow, happy music, love music. When you're in party, love, you're looking for people trying to come together in a situation where people hardly hold on, man and woman hardly have music to hold on to one another and dance now, right?
True.
So that is because you dancing quite over in the corner and your partner in the next corner because of the kind of songs, but when you do something that could bring people together, I think that is the key.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I some like I tell you, some I will clash with somebody face to face because I know myself. My tongue is nasty.
Yeah.
I give you one example. The other guy, from St. Lucia, he wanted to clash with me. He had been up the crowd and everything. And people wanted to clash with me, so people already rating him and they already putting me down. So then I go say, you know what? I go waste my time with Met because the man, one, he cannot read and write.
Right.
He's one phrase alone he had. And then a partner might tell me, so just go, just show that man what time it is. I say, you know what, I will go. When I go, my tongue dirty, I telling you.
Wow.
I tell the man, my mounia cloche tut nom kasonay. Bang balang balang. Police kasonay, minister kasonay, your mother have a bell, different man ringing it. Yeah, and the man just keep quiet. He just keep quiet. I tell the man, my tongue dirty than a gutter.
And he must have said, better. Let me be friends with this man. Let me be friends with this man to save myself. But another thing is that Cash is that you have a lot of followers from back home.
Yeah.
Your program have a lot of followers, because I send a lot of them the link and they like it, so they're always tuning in.
That's great. That's great. Something I have to admit. When I used to hear the term Trinidad and Tobago, it never dawned on me. It's two separate places,
Oh, right, yeah.
It never dawned on me. I thought it's like, like it's one island, but it's just Trinidad and Tobago. That's the name.
And that's the name.
That's the name.
Oh, all right.
Now,
Tobago.
And it's obvious because Trinidad have so many artists and stuff, and you hear Trinidad.
Yeah.
Now, when I do my research and then speaking to you and stuff, I realize I say, hang on, hold on, Tobago is a separate place. Now that is the main personality. Tobago there,
right.
Tobago, yeah.
You understand?
All the big things in Trinidad.
Here I watching it.
Check out where they're from. Tobago.
Here I watch it.
Wow.
When you hear Trinidad and soca, you think of Marshall. When you will hear Copa Zouk and you hear Tobago, you will know it's Prince Unique. And
yes, okay, that's the point I was trying to make.
You understand?
That's the point I was trying to make. There's a unique, that Prince Unique rhythm there. So anybody, even Marshall and them tried Marshall after Wine Waste. Marshall and tried that Zouk thing with I can't remember his name, right? With Susanna or something like that. But they realized that we can't make this, so they went back to the normal soca. But I maintain. About a year ago, I met Bill Trotman.
Okay.
Right, and Bill Trotman, he was in a wheelchair and he wanted to take a picture with me, and I was happy to take the picture with him. When I went down, he told me something very easy. He said, you start something in Trinidad and Tobago that they didn't keep it. You allow other people to try to take it away from you. I said, well, you say that Zouk boy. Say that Zouk. That is your hold on to it, And that just last year, right? Last carnival, I said, think about it, I said, well, he think about that long time then.
Wow.
He realized that a long time because other people trying like now some of the music I'm hearing playing now in Trinidad, that I know that stroke on the snare and that cowbell, those side sticks. I know the important role they play in it, but they don't know that. They don't know that. Yeah, and there were many songs. There were many big songs in Trinidad that was a takeoff from some of the songs that I did before. You know, and
Yeah.
a point is what's his name, Wheelbarrow, what's his name, boy, he
What?
passed away last year.
T.
uh,
John T.
John T. I had that experience with John T with Ouch and Bubbles, you know. And it didn't is I heard that in England. There was a DJ, a female DJ in England, in London, by the name of Feminine Touch. She used to be on some radio there and thing. And she's the one who sent the song to me, Bubbles. This is it. And so John T came to Trinidad and he tell me, he said, man, I listened to that song Ouch for 1,000 times just to write it. That's how and he gave me 2 shows in Connecticut. You see, well, you give me a hit song, you know. Oh, vampire. You're so good. You're vampire. Yeah. Well, this one turned me all over. And the very first time I did anything in St. Lucia was with this song. And that was way back in 1991, around there. I went to St. Lucia and I did something in a club, a very popular club that was there. A disco club or you know.
Indies nightclub. Indies nightclub.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the most popular one.
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to remember the people who I went there with, but that was way back in 91 somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah. And since that, I never perform in St. Lucia.
Okay, you will.
And the music is one of my favorite music.
And that's the music they love the zouk, they love the
kind of... Tell you, man. Yeah, I am fascinated by this whole thing, man. You know, this is the link up. It's not just a Trinidad and Tobago link up. It's a Tobago, Trinidad, St. Lucia link up. That's for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Tobago, Trinidad, St. Lucia for me. You know, and what is happening now? I'm going with what is happening. What is good for me then? You know,
right.
as a artist from the past, I sometimes say, look, I did on this thing a long time, you know. But that new life, that new vibe, that new vigor, that new feeling, you know, with what is happening around me. I'm getting called all the time. And people want to know where this new rhythm come from, where you come from with this. And I say, making sure I learn where it come from, the source, right? I said, my people and them, one living in Switzerland, the other one living in Birmingham, right? These are the people who is behind my whole new trust, you know. And there are people who they can't. There's the girl who did the backup vocals on the song. Them, she's a great writer.
Okay.
And she is like, Prince, I want you to do something that new Zouk thing, boy. You see, I want you to do something because she did the backup vocals. And she's so innovative, boy. You know, she know what to put in a song in the backup vocal. She know exactly what to put, boy. And again, she sings all the parts. She alone. You don't have to get more than one person.
Yeah.
She sings
harmonies, voice, vocals.
Yeah.
There's a video you said.
And
with someone from. Well, I guess a friend of yours. Let me play it. You'll tell us about this character. He seems to be very animated character. Let me see. Is it that one?
Yellow, well, this is simple as I hear that. You see the comparative? Big track coming down from Prince Unique on the comparative. Real thing, all kind of thing coming soon. Look out for Prince Unique Impulse here, so.
Let me tell you. Listen, that is one guy you'd want to have on a show. That is one guy you'd want to have on a show. He is like the double meaning song, the double attached meaning of songs. He's the king for that. All the biting, who too much of biting in sex, all them songs. He wrote those songs. He wrote many songs for Crazy. He writes to love people.
You have to bring him on next week. You have to bring him
on. Oh yeah, yes, man. He very good at soca parang. and he's also especially the double meaning songs. Those you have to stay with him when he hit the stage. Biting Insects, Ronnie McIntosh. Yeah, man.
Wow.
He write a lot. He write for enough artists in Trinidad. Enough artists. Crazy. 12 crazy song. Cash It. He wrote Cash It for Crazy. Yeah. The man is bad.
We had to bring this brother on.
He did about three songs for Crazy. He write for so much people. Patrice Roberts.
Wow.
He write the first song that Patrice Roberts sing. He wrote it.
Wow. Okay.
The man is and he's a personal friend of mine.
What the clip when I said to myself, boy, brother, there's something about the brother. Not even knowing he's a writer, I just figure maybe he's a calypso artist or something.
Yeah, he's an artist. He's a big artist. Wow. He is a person you would want on a show. You see, when coming to a show, he is top of the line. Or he's respected in back home. Very respected. I'll try and send you a couple of his songs.
Please.
I'll do that for you. His man is good, and he's a very reasonable fella, very reasonable individual. You know, whenever he comes to Tobago, he stays with me. Okay. You know, and he's a great writer, and he's also a great comedian.
Yeah, man, he has a good vibe about him. He has a personality.
He's everything in one, you know, and he have his own song like "Love in the House."
Okay,
that's he, and "Yellow." That's it. He have them thing done back. He write for a lot of them young artists on the way up in Trinidad. I must send you a couple of his music, but he sings songs that have double meaning.
Yeah, we like those songs. So.
You're right.
So Lucia love those kind of things.
So listen, if you carry Impulse in St. Lucia, he'll mash down the place. Wow. Because what happened? He have a different style for me. He have that that style, like people, let's say people hanging out in like what we might call a rum shop, or or people hanging out in a back in they have something in the park. Boy, he'll mash it up no matter who come. When it's time on stage, he going to mash it up because that's what the people want to hear.
Wow.
So I have my thing with the dancing and all of this kind of thing. So when he come now, people say that's a really good combination because you're getting two different artists on the same show, and that is what we do. Yeah, we always have shows together. But I'll send some of my stuff for you.
Yeah, just do that.
He's well known by all the big artists. Well known. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we want to thank our guests tonight. Prince Unique. It wasn't really planned, but he happened to bless us tonight. It wasn't planned, and sometimes when it's not planned, it's better. And finally, let me just say congratulations again to our gold medalists. It's for us in the Caribbean to be happy about, And Mr. X also, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure with you on the program, And
man, respect.
What I would want to do is to expose some of the other artists from Tobago, give them another platform, that they can that the music can take them a little higher, And if it's okay, I would always recommend somebody from Tobago. Not everybody, but somebody who I think that is up and coming and wants to,
I'm speaking of her artist. She sent me some songs. She mentioned, you referred me to her. So she sent me some songs and just trying to arrange to bring her on in the coming weeks as well. So
okay, great man.
Really appreciate love story.
Yeah, man. I would always. It's just about just as you help, you help other people. That's my own goal. So help bring out people because there's a time when everybody had to change guards.
Yes, very true, very true, very true. Mr. X, any final greetings as we get ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, man. I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. Big up to Juju, our Juju. Right now, she's the queen of St. Lucia. And also big up Lucian Swiss, Jason Joseph, he also did well in the Olympics today.
I think I have a clip of his. Let me see if I could run it. I have a clip of. Let's see if I could just run it. And you said he's your cousin.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. X. That's it here. Let's see. That's him there, I guess. Woo! Oh, them hurdles were. Oi. Wow. Who see me there?
Yeah, man.
Wow. So, wow. Well, that's great. You know, in the family.
Medals after medals, man. Bring the medals, man. Bring home the medals.
That is
Yeah,
it.
man. Yeah.
So, folks, we want to again thank you for joining us. Look out for great things to come. We're always doing our homework. So you could expect some new music. And like we said, we in the preparation phase. You know, we're coming up with designs, concepts, and stuff to keep it interesting and to, you know, have you entertained and have you feel part of the vibe. So we're counting on your support. And again, we will see you guys next Sunday, God willing, for another episode of the Caribbean Celebrity Show. We want to thank our celebrity guests for being with us. We're very truly honored. Again, goes his songs, you know. Just stream the music online and, you know, reach out. One love. This is Cash Major saying thanks again. Peace out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, respect.
Let's give them a little outro with Prince Unique here.
Music la do, compasite, well, it's a comparison. I see people dancing, I can feel the rhythm. You got to take one over.
I must say, Prince Unique, you sound exactly like how you sound the record live, you know.
People say that all the time. You know your song exactly. You know, sometimes people talking and it's something different to how they sing, or the song same as how they talk. And you always maybe I think it's like over the years, you know, because I started recording from in the 80s where there was like vinyl. So that whole thing, it was a whole building experience, you know, knowing what range you have, you know, knowing where you can take yourself into the musical range, you know, and once you know what your ability is, you know how to conduct yourself in a recording session. You know, sometimes you don't want to use falsetto note. You don't want to be falsetto, you know. So you practice that in that high note. You try to get it naturally, you know, and all of that goes well with practicing. And Mr. Kashi, would you kindly send me a copy of this interview so I can share it with my friends and followers and everybody?
Definitely. And
so good luck again. Happy, nice being here. You know, look forward to the next program on next Sunday. I will be tuning in just to look out, just to listening, and have my people listen to the program also. You know, because I think it's something that is exposing a lot of us Caribbean island artists. You know, and it augurs well for the future.
Folks. Thanks again. We'll join us next week, God willing. Greetings. Welcome to the Caribbean Celebrity Show. Wherever you're joining us from tonight,